Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ahmad Lamoyer. On this video I'm gonna show you how to add Log4J to your code. So let me first show you from where to download Log4J. You need to come to this site. It's a Apache log. I'm gonna provide this one on all the download link on my GitHub or either in a video description. You need to come right here and download it, or you need to come to this one, GitHub. I recommend that one. Just come right here and say download, then extract it from the zip and add it to your application. So let me show you how to add it to your application. So I already download this one. So pick the location, any location you want. I pick this location, log4j.1.2.17. You could add this many ways, but let me add it the simplest way as possible to IBM app. Because I'm using a Java right here, it shows Java. If not, you could add Java and pick up they will give you this location. You click on that and go to property, just click on that property and just go to Java build path. Once you go right here, you go to library and click external jar. One way is this, or if you cannot do this one, you could go to a window and just show and look for the package. Let's package a package explorer, add it. The package explorer scan right here, just add it right here is better. So the app you want, add it, like pick up the I want to add to the Java my pizza and restaurant HTTP app. You could open it and right here they're giving you see reference. All you do that, copy and drop it right here, but we will do it this way because it's simple. Click right here, you will not do mistake right here, and go to your path and go to library and click external jar and pick the location. So pick the right location where the log4j exists. Once you click on that, so you see log4j is added, you say apply and clone. That's all. You added already log4j right here. If you also go to a reference library, just click and look on library. You see we added to log4j to this reference library. It is because when you pick that Java, I call them a Java. Make sure you look it in Java and it's a reference. So let's go back to our code. Now we're gonna create a Java class. Just say click on your app and come to your Java section and click and see new. You could look for the class. If there's a no, then say add. Look for the class. So Java. Okay, there is a Java class. Click and name it. Make sure you pick the same package, and the package name is a pizza and restaurant, and package name must start with a lower case, but I did a mistake. I leave it right now the way it is, but it had to be a smaller. And pick the class name. The class name must start with uppercase. Save the lock. You could name it anything. See, the package name is not recommended, but we pick the right now the wrong one. I will add the main method as well to it. This is the method we got it. So what is log? What is log4j? So log4j is Apache. It is from Apache company. It's a Java-based logging utility that developed by the Apache Software Foundation. It is widely used on a various Java application to log information about application performance and error and other significant event. This information is crucial for the debugging, monitoring, and maintaining application. Let's go back and click add. I have this note as well, because logging has a different level. Logging level is allow like developer to log message at different levels, such as debug info. If you click on that, is a and you go to property, if you check basic, the level is a debug info, warn, error, and fiddle. Each has a this kind of help in categorizing the importance of urgency of the log. Let's say this is the debug level info, and this is the less, like the more you going down, debug info, warning, error, and fiddle. Each like this, the less important. Like the more you go, is become more urgency. So that's why you could read more about the site I'd show you. You could go on there. And also we need to add the property to our application. So for configuring the log, we need to either have a property or XML or JSON YAML file where we have a appender. Appender is a Log4j used as a appender to specify the destination of the log. The common appender include like console appender. I will show you like to write it up, or to file. Either you could save it to a database. And also we have a layout. How should we show? The layout is defined how the log message are formatted. Different layouts such as pattern layout, XML layout, and JSON layout, you could write it up. And the good thing is on a Log4j, when you use the Log4j, is designed to have a minimal performance impact on your application. And there is a kind of security issue, but I will ignore that part. But up to right now, most company using it, so I will show you how to use it on this application as well. So let's write it. I'm gonna write it as a property. You could go back to the website I show you. You could write it as XML, JSON, YAML. It's up to you. But this time we're gonna write him as a property file. So we're gonna set the level first. We're gonna call him log4j dot root locker. For some reason it stopped. So we pick the debugger and we pick where to save it. We save it to a console plus to a file. For some reason it stopped. I don't know why. So we say log4j root locker equal to debugger. This is the level we pick. Then where to save it, to a console and to a file. You could even pick it to a ESQL or some other places to save it. Even you could save it to what you call a MongoDB. So since we pick a console and file, let's show you how you do it on a console. And you could use the log4j. This time we say dot appender. As I said it, appender. We pick the org apache dot log4j console appender. So we pick this one. And also we need to copy. Let me copy that one. Then we pick the layout. You could say layout, like how should it look. I'm showing it, then this time we're gonna say, and this time we pick a pattern layout. We again copy, let's copy and paste it, bring the changes, and the spelling is right here is not correct. Just put layout, and this time you will say dot conversion pattern, and you're gonna add the way it's supposed to look. So we say conversion pattern equal to $D, and ISO 8601. So what is that? The D means day. This is the conversion of specifier that format data of the log message. D indicate that is a date. It should be include the specifier format that we gave them, the IOS and the number. This is like a standardized date and time format. So when you pick that one, then we give them a space, array $T. So this specifier represent the trade name T, which is enclosed on a square bracket. It shows which trade generate the log message. Then we gave them a space, $-5p. So this specifier represent the logging level. P minus P indicate that the level should be left aligned with the white of 5 character. Logging level could be debug, info, warn, whatever it should be. Then we gave a space, say $C. So $C, this specifier represent the logger category. It indicates the class generating the log message. Then we gave them a $L. So this specifier represent the line number where the logging event should occur. And we could space hyphen and then give this one $M, I'm sorry, not $, what do you call the percentage sign each time, percentage sign M, percentage sign N. So the first hyphen indicate this is a literal character used as a separator between different parts of the logging message. And percentage sign M and percentage sign N represent, like M represent the actual log message and N represent the platform specific line separator. So like a new line you could call them. So we could copy paste same thing and add it to a file. This was for the console, like data would shows on this format we gave them and it would shows on the layout on a console. So let's also add the format to a file, and how should we save it to a file, where to save it. Copy. First, whenever place is set to console, just replace it to file. And we say console appender. Right now we want to use daily rolling. You could say to file, that's all appender. There's a different way to name it is. And the second one, say file layout. I wanna save it to file and give the location where to save it. So let me bring the saving location. So I wanna save it right here. This is the location where I save it. You could give it, let me say new because I have one. You could add, if you want to add a date time pattern, you could do that one. Just let's remove that one, and you could add it. Let's add the space, and let's say we want year for date. Then you could say mount. Let's use the for hyphen mount hyphen day, like two character date, 2 character mount, 4 character year. So we could take a copy of this one again, because we gave them a how should we save it. Like again, the pattern should be the same and the date it should be the same. The way we save it there, like we add that one I explained to you, is like a format time, day and time, and all this information, and save it, and this way it should look. And each time the file will save it right here. On a Java, you could also see it on a console. I hope we could see it on a on a IBM, because IBM brings some restriction on it. And a property file, if you do not want anything to be part of the code, you could comment it with this one. but we do not, we want this one. So we save that one right now. Let's save it and run. Just say Ctrl S, and I wanna save it. You could pick the location where to save it. Let me give the location. This is the location I want, and I wanna name it log4j.properties. All I do that, save. So let's add it to our application right now. And one more thing you wanna add on navigation, even this is just go to Windows and show and look for the navigation. Navigate deprecated, but still we could use it. I already added right here. So once you pick that one, so where you save that one, you go right here and go to navigation and pick the just go to your application, pick to Java. You could copy and paste and drop it right here. Let's go back to our file and go take a copy. Paste it right here. All you do that. So once again, go to your navigator, go to where it says Java and paste it there, because pizza restaurant has a two, they give you two container, but make sure you pick the Java one. You see as it says J, and this one says pizza application. It look different, so just make sure you add it to Java. So let's go back to our Java code. Now we could import it. Say import, and it is a Apache. We say org, just say org. You see, it just control space, they come Apache. You could use this multiplication sign, like you could add everything, but we don't want everything. We want log4j. See, you give a reference right now, log4j. After that, you could pick locker manager. You could pick anything. I want to pick locker only. That's all. I want to make it as simplest as possible. Like you try catch, you could add it to it. It's up to you. But I want to right now. I want to make it as simplest as possible. And also, I do not need what you call the main method. I wanna create a method, a public. Yeah, I want to create void method. You could pick a boolean that return you a true or false, so that way you know it get log. I will say 7 log something. Yeah, 7 log. You could pick different name. What I will do, I just want to add one parameter to it, and that had to be not had to be string. Like I will say my log, and I don't want to return anything, but I want to declare one thing as a final. This would not change. That will say logger, the one we're using right now, this class. Logger, you say my log equal to logger dot. You could make it simple, get the class name. You see also they're giving you the class name. What class name? This class name we have to add it right here. That's all you need to do. So just replace that one because this name was exist, and add the class to it. Dot class. My log1 dot class, you could give it different name. Or you could say my logs. So we're gonna lock it. My logs, because I have that one. They say my log. That's why. The debug and give the message, and the message is this one was right here. That's why. Like whenever data come on that, we save it right here. So this is the simplest. We just like send the data and capture and save it right here. All we do that. So now we have a class right here. Save the log and let's close it. See, we write it up. So how should we call this? This, because this is Java, and which I wanna call it from the IBM. How should we call it right here? So this is a very good concept. That's why. How should we call it from right here? We need to create another procedure in order to call that. So let's create it. Just go to your module level or outside, because the external. Let's go to outside of the module level, and I want to create a procedure. I want to name it. Let's create procedure. If you do not know how to create procedure, so you could say, I would say save logs. Name it save log, and I wanna only send data. That's why I wanna say n, because that show the direction. And I will say log something logs and use it as a character. So this is my simple procedure, and this procedure has, because calling my Java class, I need to name it as a, I need to pick the language for Java. That's why I say languages Java. So it is external name. Now we gave them a name. So the name of the class where it's located, if it's located on different method, you like package, mine is located on the same package name, then the class name. If you go back, the class name dot your method name, we call this one. See, package name, class name, method name. So that way we could able to call. You could press Ctrl F, they will redesign it for you, and use colon. So we have a class. If you want to call another class, you like Java class, so procedure, another procedure, we're using external keyword, external, and we provide them where it's located. And this is a Java, we provide them, and we send, we call that each time. Save the log. Save the logs, I will put double S because I have another method. Save the logs with same name, and each time we're gonna call them. So first time when we receive, let's right here, you could call them each time. I say save the log. I'm sure you know how to call the procedure. We just say call save the log, and this log has only one parameter. If you come, which we see n, see one, you need to pass the data to it. So save the log, we provide them, and this whatever, say let's say when I get right here, I say we receive that. You could say you could add the data. I said say web request, say web request received with the ID. Let's add now this one. We use concatenation because only is one so one data param. So that way, like web request is received, then we gonna also, if you wanna like completely save all your log right here, you could do that. And for example, let's move a little bit this one down, or we need to recall it in case if something is wrong. Because this is the code, because I don't wanna something happen. If something happen, you could use the if condition, which each one you need to use the if condition because there's a null. If data is null, because it's not gonna save it. I'm sure you're gonna cover that because it's bad coding. If you're not using the if condition to check your null data type, there's a bad coding. It's not recommended. You need to use the if condition with each one. So especially, let's copy this one, because especially we check if this is not empty. If it's not empty, then we're gonna lock it. If it's empty, we're gonna give the message no data. So that's why let's use the if. It's not a big deal. We're gonna use if else. And no data, we will say no data. We will check JSON is not null, is not null, or JSON not equal, this is not equal to 0. If we check the 0, then we're gonna use the link. Okay. If it's not null and we check the link, if JSON is not equal to 0, we check not null or call this one, otherwise call that one no data, no payload, or you could say payload. Just say no payload. And in most cases they will stop it right here. They say return false and everything will be done and they will be stopped. But we will continue, and each time we could call, if you want, we could call our log. So this way, this is the log file, you could use it. So this is just for the practicing reason. And right here we will check where to send it, either microservice request, send it to microservice, and respond receive it. So like each time we're gonna lock it. So let's use it that much, and we're gonna add more code, more this log to each one. I'm gonna add it and you will see it on the next video. So see you on the next video. So this is a complete, what you learned right now, you learn the external procedure, you learn how to connect, how to add log file to your Java code, and how to create your simple Java classes where it has only one method, and you will call them each time and log your message right here. And this become our external method, which is outside of our code. So this is outside our code, we call them each time. So that was that. So see you on the next video.